Hello, everyone. Welcome, my stamping friends. I don't think I'm live. Let me get back to Zoom. Okay. Well, it said I had an error, so let me double check this technology. Um, you have to love it, right? So I'm going to check to see if I am on, and I am. Okay, so we'll just disregard that it said that I wasn't, right? Welcome, everybody. Okay, let's go to there and let's bring that back up so I can see your chats. Okay, well, hi Sheila, I'm good to see you. So it always good. I'm on. Thank you. Well, I had that error message, but I know sometimes, as I have learned in the past, that does not necessarily mean that I'm not on. So anyway. Oh my, is it a cold day in Iowa or what? Let me know what the temperature is where you're at. I know early this morning with the wind chill, I think it was 25, 26 below. Um, it is a little bit warmer, but now. Anyway, welcome. And if this is your first time here, I'm Terry Hartley at Rustic Barn Cards, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, coming to you from Southeast Iowa. And today we're going to use a fun set from the Celebration catalog that you can choose free when you place a $60 order. And it's called Friendly Seagulls. And we're going to also be using some paper from the Celebration also. Um, and then we're going to be using some different embellishments. So we're going to make a couple of cards, and I have another one to show you and some tips along the way. And don't forget that I've added a new segment at the end of the video called Barn Chats, where a little more informal, and I can answer any questions that you might have, share some things that's going on in my studio. Um, I will be sharing one thing right at the beginning, but I do have some other things going on that I will wait and share during barn chats at the end of our crafting session today. If you are watching this on YouTube and you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do that by clicking that subscribe button. It helps me to get my video out to more people, and I really appreciate that. And I thank all of you for being here and watching. All right, well, let's turn the camera down and let's go ahead and get started. And I'll turn some more lights on. So this is the stamp set that we're going to use, Friendly Seagulls. And again, when you we're having celebration all of January and all of February, which means when you place a $60 order or a $120 order, there's items in here that you can choose free. And one of those is on page 6, the Friendly Seagulls. And then the paper that we're going to use today is called Bloom Impressions, which is another item that you can receive free with a $60 purchase on page 11. So before we start with our project today, I just wanted to quickly talk to you about my February birthday cards. This is a monthly card class to go. I know some of you live close enough that you can pick this up, porch pickup, and then others I need to mail. So I will be doing in-person classes starting in April. I do April through December. But so right now I'm doing, this is a February birthday cards monthly card class. You register by the end of January. So this is called my Easy and Elegant Birthday Cards. And it features the Wildflower Birthday Specialty Designer Series paper, and also the Greetings for All um, ephemera pack. So this kit is designed to make card making simple and fun. It'll be quick and easy. Uh, you can, it doesn't have, we're not using any ink, but of course you can always stamp your own greetings. But what's included in this kit, if you sign up by the January 31st, is supplies to make 3 birthday cards. They'll be pre-cut, ready to assemble. You get about $16 worth of Stampin' Up! Products, uh, including embellishments and some other items. You'll get full color tutorial, also an exclusive video and envelopes. So then you pick this up. So this is for February. So you pick it up, porch pickup February 10th, which is $22. And if I mail it to you, it's $28, and I mail them out on the 11th. So, and then what I do is that I make the 3 cards on a video that everyone can watch on my YouTube and Facebook channel. And I do it the Tuesday after I ship out the monthly card class. So I ship out on February 11th. So that means the following Tuesday is February 18th. And then I will show everyone how to make the cards. So you'll get a written tutorial if you sign up for the class. Plus you'll have that video also. Now, during my video on February 18th, if you didn't go ahead and purchase this monthly card class, you you can then get the kit to make the 3 cards when you place an order with me. Um, but I don't ship out the extra product. So you don't get the $16 worth of Stampin' Up! Product, but you do get enough products, pieces to make all 3 cards. Okay, so, and it's not a subscription, it's a monthly card class. But let me show you the 3 cards. So the monthly card class. So here are the 3 cards that we're going to be making for February. We have one fun fold. So if you're interested, there's more information in the description. Hello, Deborah. Freezing Ohio. I'm right with you. I hear you. Hello, Jenny. Good. I'm glad you think that's a cute kid. I appreciate that. Hello, Judy. I know it's cold where I think it's cold, definitely cold in the Midwest, isn't it? All right, so we're going to use this friendly seagulls, and we have 3 little seagulls. We have fish, seashells, some pebbles, birds flying. Hey friend, I love you more than French fries and chips, and you even have some a little image of French fries. And these are the photo polymers, so these are the clear stamps. Okay, and we're going to be using we're going to make 2 cards. So we're going to be using this paper for our second card, and we're going to use this paper for the first card. But I really love this paper. This is what you can receive free by placing a $60 order, Bloom's Impressions, and it's really, really, really pretty. I wanted to give you a little tip though. So today we're going to use a quick and easy layout you can use with any card, any stamp set. And you may already know this, but your 12 by 12 paper, if you take your 12 by 12 paper and you cut it 3 inches, so you 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches, then turn that and cut it each of those 3 inches by 4. So we're going to be using DSP 3 by 4. And if you do that with a 12 by 12 sheet, you can receive 12, you get 12, you'll have 12 layers like this, 12 3 by 4. So you can make 12 cards with 1 sheet of DSP. So that's pretty awesome. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to bring in a card base. And it is 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. I also have a tutorial written, and if you would like to get that free, just sign up for my newsletter. So if you're not on my newsletter, go ahead and sign up for my newsletter. Then we're going to put this right inside here, and let's go ahead before we do that, and let's bring in our 3x4 designer series paper. And this is Blueberry Bushel, and it's cut at 3 7/8 by 4 7/8. So it's just a little bit larger than our DSP, so we can layer that together. So we're going to add some adhesive. And that really, this blueberry bushel really brings out the blue in this multicolored paper here. And then I am going to go ahead and bring in my Petunia Pop card base. I'm going to turn it over this way. There's a little bit of a smudge right there, so we'll just put that on the back. Now you could pop this up with dimensionals. But I am just going to lay it right on here. Our second card, we're going to add an extra layer, and we're going to be using different colors. And then I have a third card to show you. So get that lined up. And then let's go ahead and lay that aside. And let's bring in, this is a label from Greetings of the Season. And that's what I'm going to use for my first card. And I'm going to bring in Memento Black ink. So blue is your favorite color. I'll have to remember that, Judy. We're going to use this little seagull because it looks like he's talking. He has his mouth open. So that is what we're going to go with. And so I'm just going to stamp him right over on the left. And then I'm going to bring in Hey Friend. And we're going to bring in Petunia Pop. We're going to go ahead and ink this up. And we will just put that about right here. On the first card, we're going to use blends. I'm going to use a color lifter. I'll show you how to use that. I'm going to use Smoky Slate. And we're going to use light pumpkin pie. So I am going to start with my dark Smoky Slate. And I'm going to use that small end. And I'm just going to kind of go around. I'm just going to kind of outline those leaves, or not leaves, his wings. And then fill that in. And then I'm going to go around the body. And I'm going to go ahead and fill that in with the dark. Now you could use the light if you wanted to fill that in with. But I am going to come back with the light. And I'm going to add just a little bit right up here and right in there. Okay. And then I'm going to bring in my light pumpkin pie. And that's what I'm going to use for his feet and his beak. And then what I'm going to do with the color lifter, I'm going to use the opposite end that I have been using. And I'm going to just kind of in the middle right here, I'm just going to make it a little bit lighter. And you can do over here too. Kind of spread that around. So then it just takes the color lifter, just takes some of the color up. So it makes it a little bit lighter. And then to clean that, you just wipe it off get all that color out, and then you can reuse this with another color. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and lay this aside and bring in our layer. This is our, now for the inside layer, I've cut this at 3 3/4 by 5. Sometimes I, cut it differently, but let's see, what do we want to say? How about, I love you more than, I love you more than, we'll just do the French fries because I love French fries. So if I love you more than French fries, that is a lot in my book. That is a weakness of mine, French fries. And then we'll find French fries. I already have that ready to go. Just like that. We need to add a little color to our French fries. So we will bring in light Daffodil Delight. And color those French fries. And we'll use the light pumpkin pie for the carton. It looks like there's kind of a hamburger to me. It looks like a hamburger on that carton. And even though I know a hamburger is not purple, we're going to use Petunia Pop just to kind of. All right, because it doesn't have to be realistic, right? Okay, now let's go ahead and put our card together. Of course, you could use any stamp set with this layout. And one of the reasons that I cut my cardstock a little bit smaller than a full layer is because I wanted more of the Petunia Pop to show around my inside layer. Now we're going to go ahead and pop this up with dimensionals. That will be fine. Oh, I even got an extra one in there I really didn't need. So we'll take the backings off. Maybe. And we're going to put this about right there. And then you could bring in like your linen thread. Linen thread is something that I think everybody needs. So we could add like a little bow of linen thread right there if you wanted to, or even up here. I'm going to bring in the Regal foiled adhesive back dots. And there's also some embellishments in our celebration that you can also earn for free. And let's see, I think I'm just going to use this. Not exactly, I don't think blueberry bushel, but I think I'm going to use you take your pick tool, it has a putty, so I could just pick that up. And put that right here. And then I'm going to put that right over here to cover that up. Okay, so here is our first card. Quick and easy. Hey, friend, I love you more than French fries. So what do you think? You like it? I hope so. I do have a third one to show you, but let's go ahead and make our next card. It's going to be just a little bit different because we're going to start out with basic white, and it is cut 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4.25. And then we are going to bring in an extra layer, and we're going to bring in Coastal Cabana. I had to think for a second of what the color this was. Coastal Cabana. Now we could, for interest, if you wanted to, you could run this through an embossing folder. But today we're going to make quick and easy cards, so why not? But we're stepping this up a little bit by adding an extra layer on the front of our card. So there's lots and lots of things that you could do to step it up. I'm going to open this card because sometimes I find it's easier not to have to fight with that back piece. And I can lay it nice and flat and get it as straight as I can. Okay. Now we're going to lay this aside, and we're going to bring in designer series paper from that Bloom's Impressions. And then we have cardstock Berry Burst. So this is Berry Burst. And again, it's the designer series paper is 3x4 because if you cut your designer series paper 3x4, you can get 12 from one sheet. 3x4. And then the cardstock is cut at 3 7/8 by 4 7/8. So you just have a little bit of a border of that berry burst, but it just kind of brings out the color from the designer series paper. All right, let's go ahead. We can just go ahead and add this. I feel like I didn't get. So, okay, so I don't know if you noticed this, but this is kind of up right here in this corner. So I can take my glue and I can raise this up and I can add some more. But sometimes that doesn't work because then I get too much and then it squishes out. So a little trick, because I didn't get enough in that corner before I put it on, a little trick is to bring in your glue dot, and you can pick it up with a take your pick tool or something, and then I can just put it right under there, and that keeps it down. I don't have to worry if I try to add more glue that I might get too much, and that would not be good, right? Okay, let's go ahead. Let's see which way yep, I think it goes that way. So let's go ahead and add this to the front of our card. I always say there's no mistakes in crafting. It's just opportunities. So I'm trying to eye it to get the same amount of space at the top and the bottom as I do the left and the right. Plus, I want to get it straight. Oh my, a lot going on there. Okay, let's go ahead and bring in a circle die next to the largest from Stylish Shapes is what I die cut from Basic White. And now we're going to be using, we're going to use Berry Burst, Smoky Slate, and Crumb Cake for this card. So we're going to be doing just a little bit more. So I'm going to bring back our friendly seagulls, and we are going to grab these little pebbles and add them. And then we're going to add these little birds. All right. And I think that is it. Okay, let's go ahead and start with our bird. We're going to use the same bird, ink him up in Memento Black ink. And I'm just going to stamp him over here on the left. You could also start with the pebbles before you do the bird. And I'm using creme cake, and we're just going to put some pebbles right underneath, and just kind of just like that. And then we're going to use smoky slate, and that's what we're going to use for the birds that's flying overhead. So I'm going to bring in these birds and turn it this way. I'm going to ink this up, but I don't want it full strength, so I'm just going to stamp off and then onto, so you just kind of see the birds lightly. Because I want the bird to be the pelican or the seagull to be the main focal point. Then we're going to bring in Berry Burst and ink up Hey Friend. Right like that. And this time I'm going to use markers to color with. We have during Celebration, we have a joining special to become a member of Stampin' Up. And there's two options. And one of them you can, um, well, you always choose $125 worth of product. You pay $99. But one of the options is you also get a stamp set along with, you can choose two of the Stampin' Right markers, because we have them in neutrals, brights, subtles, regals, and although I guess those are the four that you choose. I have an extra one there. So you can choose two Stampin' Right markers, plus you get a stamp set, plus you choose $125 worth of product. And so you so it's a value of $216. Or option two is you pick out $125 worth of product and you get an extra $30, which is also a good deal. But today we're going to use some markers. So I'm going to bring in a smoky gray marker, and I'm going to bring in a pumpkin pie marker. So we are going to color our little seagull. And again, I'm just going to color his wings in. So this tip here, it's a little finer and you can write with it actually. Um, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use this tip here for this part. And I'm just going to kind of go around the inside, right inside the lines. And then I'm going to fill it in. Now the color lifter doesn't work as well on markers as it does the blends, because the blends are alcohol. And I'm just going back over this to kind of shade it, to make it a little bit, to bring in some shading. And there we go. So the markers are an awesome tool to have in your crafting supplies. So then we're just going to use pumpkin pie for his feet. And bring our card base back in. And we're going to pop this up with dimensionals. I always like to have one in the middle so it doesn't sag. There we go. And then we're going to put this right here. So we used a label from the greetings of the season, and this time we're using a stylish shaped circle. If you have a circle punch, that would also work just as well. I'm going to bring these same embellishments back, which are the Regal foiled. And I think we're going to use these more pink ones to kind of bring out the berry burst. And I think I'll put that right down here. All right, so here is our second card. Let's look at our first card. And then I have another card. So here we use Petunia Pop, and we used blends, and I used that color lifter. And then I Love You More Than French Fries. And of course, you can still add that inside here. I'm not going to do that right now. And then we stepped it up by starting with a basic white and adding Coastal Cabana layer. And then our third card is using pumpkin pie. And here I use the embellishments. We have some embellishments in the Celebration. They're kind of purple, but there is some that are clear. So I thought that would work out well. And then I use Shy Shamrock. And again, the paper from the Bloom Impressions. And I Love You More Than French Fries. So these are our three cards today. Do you like the purple, the orange, or this Coastal Cabana? So which one is your favorite? And you can use this layout with any stamp set. Hello, Veronica. Hello, Veronica. Good to see you. So let me know which one that you like the best. Whether that purple one, hey friend, the orange or the Coastal Cabana. And so Veronica, you like the blue. Okay, yes, that's right here. Um, and don't forget, if you're signed up for my email, you will get the tutorial. Um, The tutorial has the orange one on there, but I will be adding both of these on there also. So you have all the measurements and the directions. And Lola, hi Lola, you like the purple. Okay, good. And Judy, you like the Costa Cabana, the blue one too, because blue is your favorite, isn't it? Okay, great. And and your sister likes orange, Judy. So yes, she would like that. Well, I appreciate all of you being here and watching. And then I'm going to click on this one more time. And we're just going to roll right into Barn Chats. I feel like I need some music or something for that. So if anyone has any questions or anything, you can let me know if you have any questions. Um, thank you, Veronica, for being here and watching. I appreciate it. But as I mentioned as I was working, we do have two options, and this is a great time during celebration to give Stampin' Up! A try. And because they kind of the normal joining special is where you pay $99 and you choose $125 worth of product. You still pay $99. You get to choose $125 of product with option one, plus you get a stamp set, plus you get two sets of markers, which is over 216. And so it's a really good deal. And if you want to talk about that, I would love to have a conversation with you. And then option two, you pay $99. You choose $125 worth of product plus another $30 on top of that, which is $155 worth of product. I did want to mention that I'm part of a group of demonstrators that are putting on the online global retreat. And we had a little problem with our sign up. So we are extending our early birds special through tomorrow, through Wednesday, January 15th. So I'm just going to quickly tell you about this. There's two options. Option one is you get the full retreat, which is a retreat box, 8 make and takes. You also get a bag that I have chosen for this retreat. I choose a different bag each time. You'll get over $30 worth of product in that goodie bag. Your 8 make and takes, 3 pillow gifts, envelopes. You'll have tutorials for 11 projects. There'll be 8 live demonstrations showing over 30 projects in our live demonstrations. If you can't be there live, you can watch the replay. But then if you would like to have option 2 is the online access pass. That's a really great deal. It's $25. You do not get the retreat box to go, but you have access to the live demonstrations. You'll receive the 11 written tutorials. You'll be invited to the kickoff party as well as the after party, along with everyone who gets the full retreat box. So in the description, there is information about the online global retreat. Then at the beginning, I mentioned about my February monthly card class. So go ahead and you can go back and watch that if you missed that during the live, or you can read about it in the description. So I don't see any questions coming through. It has been really, really cold here in Iowa yesterday and today, which has been great for me to stay home and to be in my craft room, right? Okay, Lola, the Marius tree dies will be, yes, they will be back in stock. And I do that sometimes too. I'll buy a stamp set and then not get the dies, and I'm thinking, oh, I should have bought the dies. And okay, Deborah, that's a good question. Do we do the retreat on Facebook or YouTube? So we do the retreat on a private Facebook group, and Connie from Canada, Sarah from Australia, Louise from the United Kingdom, and myself. So there's 4 countries, 4 demonstrators from 4 different countries that put this on, and you'll get to meet all of us. And I forgot to mention that this is our 7th retreat. Plus, we always do a survey at the end of a retreat because we want to find out what our customers want, what they want to see the next time. And it was techniques. So this retreat, we are going to be focusing on different techniques. So anyway, we'd love to have you join us. So again, you can get more information in the description, but it will be on a private Facebook group. So everyone who has signed up will get that link to that. So good question, Deborah. And Lola, yes, those Mary's tree dies will come in, and I will make myself a note and keep an eye on that to let you know when they do come back. All right. Well, thank you to everyone for being here. Stay warm. And again, it's a great day to hopefully you can stay inside and maybe do a little crafting. And I hope I've inspired you. Give this card a try. You can use it with any stamp set. Oh, Jenny, any sneak peeks of your paper choices or projects? Yes, yes, I could do that, couldn't I? Okay. Let's see. We are going to be using some brand new paper from the mini catalog that has lots of yellow in it. Okay, so, but we're also going to be using another brand new designer series paper that is in the catalog. Oh, and we're also using some paper that's in the Sale-A-Bration. So if you get the full retreat, you're going to get 3 different designer series papers. So I hope that helped you a little bit. But each of us are responsible for a pillow gift. So I have my pillow gift designed, and then so yes, I have my projects are all designed, and my technique that I'm going to use, and all of you will, if you get the full retreat, will actually have a tool that you'll be using for some of the techniques. So anyway, and we're going to, don't want to tell too much, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So if it's your first time and you don't want to try the full retreat, try the online access. You get everything except for the retreat box. The retreat box is fun. It goes in the United States, it's a medium size box from the post office. Those, flat rate. So I'm trying to say medium flat rate box is what I ship everything in. So, all right. Well, thank you for being here. I hope I answered that, Jenny, give you a little bit of a sneak peek, or told you a little bit what to expect. And I'll be back next Tuesday. Next Tuesday will be recorded because my husband has an appointment, but I'll have a video for you. I'll see you next week. Take care. I'm Terry Hartley at Rustic Barn Cards, and bye for now.